Hello again, I am back, and this time I am having an opinion on the old Will Smith debacle. Not really a showbiz gossipy kind of gal as a rule, but you know, like, that's all that's been going on, and I ain't following the war, so it's been a week of memes, so let's talk about it. So, disclaimer, these are me ponderings, me musings. This is my opinion and my opinion only. I'm stating no facts. It's just what I think on shit. It's more of a chit chat, an informal chit chat. I don't research a lot of stuff. I don't script anything. So it's just literally a ramble. That's what my channel's about. It's what Kez says when a brain and mouth interact. Don't always work, but... And I swear a lot. So with that being said, let's get into the whole Will Smith debacle. Now, it was embarrassing. That is the main thing. The main takeaway from it. Okay? It was fucking embarrassing for Will Smith. And it painted Jada in a really bad light. That's my personal opinion. Now, there are lots of trains of thought that it was a staged event is what first came out. I've just spent the week just sort of following what people, you know, like looking at things. I've watched the odd video. I've not been majorly into it, but I've seen I've scrolled through what my friends have saying on Facebook and whatever. And he's been made into a meme, the poor sod. Now, yeah, he smacked Chris Rock. Yeah, that was a bad thing to do. And yes, he should have been punished for that. Yes, anybody else would have been. If he wasn't rich and famous, he would have been punished for that. And he wasn't. He was just allowed to win an Oscar just a little while later. And it was his first Oscar, apparently. And what a shame. He waited all that time and it was overshadowed by Slapgate. Now, first thing that came out on Facebook was it was a staged event. And there was a photograph of like, and a photograph of Will standing there limp-wristed. He slapped him like a girl. That's why, you know, it's like literally Will Smith is a big fella and he's hench. And if he really wanted to tell that bloke to keep his wife's fucking name out of his mouth, he'd have put him on his ass. If he was really that angry, he'd have decked him. And he didn't. He bitch slapped him. Still had the effect, but people are saying that people said that that's because it was a staged event. Chris Rock knew it would come in, prepped himself for the impact and all this, that and the other. That's not the way I thought it went down. The way that I see it is that basically Will Smith had to hit him, otherwise he'd have been in shit with the missus. Because Will Smith laughed at Chris Rock's joke, and his missus looked like she was about to fucking stand up there and hit him herself, right? So I think Will Smith did what his missus wanted him to do. And, you know, to maintain her honour. But he didn't want to hit him, henceforth, I'll give you a slap. I ain't even going to leave a mark. But if I don't do this, mate, my life ain't going to be worth living. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to see who wears the panties in that relationship. I don't even follow them. But even, like, literally, I don't follow them. And I know that she has told the entire world via the media that he's shit in bed. Now, how you can stay with somebody when they've done that to you and said, oh, this man satisfies me in ways that you can't, type fandango, I don't get it. There's something going on in that relationship that we don't see. And she's the one that wears the pants by the looks on it. Again, personal opinion. Just the little bits that I've seen, that's the way it looks to me. Like she's the man and he's the bitch. And he did what she wanted him to do. And then he's like, you know, like just he didn't look raged. You know, they keep my, he's like, but, and yeah, and again, you see, he'll keep his wife's name out of men's mouths, but he won't keep men out of his wife. Like, literally, defending the honour of somebody who's gone on international television and said you're shit in bed and this bloke's better than you. Don't get it. And you've got Jaden, his son, coming out and saying, yeah, this is how we do it. I know, Jaden, that's how you do it, is it? You do it like that. It is a pantomime of sorts. Now, I can't see it being a staged event to draw attention, for what? To draw attention to the Oscars after the Oscars have happened. Obviously, as well, in the mix, we've got the fact, I think it's a fact, don't quote me, but I've heard it from numerous sources, that Pfizer sponsored the Oscars, and Pfizer have just come out with a drug for alopecia. Jada, allegedly has alopecia. That's where we're going next. Come on then, fart face. Sorry, cat wanted to go through the door. It's my job every single day. Many times. Anyways, so yeah, alopecia. Now, obviously, as you know, alopecia, what you should do now, everybody's like, oh, Alopecia Awareness Week, this has been. Nice one for Pfizer, right? Is where your hair falls out. No. I'm wanting to say that that's what happened to Duncan Goodyear, but I don't think it were. I think he fell out of a treehouse or something, didn't he? I don't know. But it's when all your hair falls out. Now, I've seen numerous photographs of Jada Pinkett Smith, and she's got her hair shaved, and I can't find a bald patch on there for shit. I've seen a lot. So I've only seen the front of her head. So everything you can see here, we could see at the Oscars, and there's not a patch missing. Just beautifully shaven head, like she was doing G.I. Jane 2. And apparently Chris Rock had no idea that she had alopecia. You wouldn't do. There's no bald patches. I've also seen a photograph of her from the side with a beautiful head jewellery round here, like a queen, like Nefertiti or some shit. Beautiful head jewellery, right? Look at my beautiful black bald head. I am like, you know, your Egyptian goddess. Nothing there either. Now, whether like she's just got one piece on one side of her head, that is a possibility. That maybe there's a little bit right at the back underneath that the head jewellery was. Who knows? All I'm saying is I haven't seen a single. And I've been looking. I have been looking on every bit that I've seen her on. Where is this bald in? I can't find it. Right. So, yeah, I'm going to question the alopecia shit because I've got bloody eyes. But it's gone silly this week, and there are some, like, it's been a week of memes, and I love meme weeks. I love it. Oh, Epstein didn't kill himself. I miss that so much. Miss Smudge. Little cat, little white cat, and a smudge. You know, like, I love memes. I love it when people get hold of memes and just make something that... mildly tragic, can be heartbreaking, funny as fuck. My personal favourite is Bold Wives Matter. I know it's horrible, but that made me piss. That's my favourite meme of the week. And the old, I can't even remember the word, and it was something like that. I've got in one little fight, my mum got scared and said, you can't punch Chris Rock because your wife's got no hair. That started me off. I was going to stay out of it altogether until I saw that one. But yeah, it's like, it can be seen as really offensive, the Bold Wives Matter thing. It's offensive to black people, it's offensive to bold wives. Well, it's offensive to People with alopecia. I don't think she's a person with alopecia. Let's end the alopecia conversation because I'm digging a hole I can't get out of at this point. So yeah, so ultimately, I've also heard tell that it's a humiliation ritual. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, I don't do a fuck ton of research on anything. I go where they all text me. I'll look at things if I'm pulled towards that topic. So I might have a look now at humiliation rituals, because that is the thing that sits most comfortably with me. I don't think that he actually wanted to hurt Chris Rock, because if he did, that man would have been on the floor. He would have used a closed fist and he could have hurt him bad. He'd have knocked him the fuck out. He was Muhammad Ali, for fuck's sake. He knows how to punch. Muhammad Ali never did that, fucker. Nobody does that, fucker, when they get out the playground. Do you know what I mean? This is teenage girl slaps. You bastard! Oh, another thing I saw, which was quite fucking... I don't like this. You know, like people hop on bandwagons and then they'll post anything they see. And there's a fake photo going out with Chris Rock with this kind of like black... Well, it's brown, obviously. But like a black man's... Like, looks like one of them gel insoles you get in your shoe. To stop you getting blisters and whatever. Underneath his eye. It's blatantly put on there. You only have to watch the original video to see that he is not wearing this thing. Somebody's photoshopped one of these things onto his face and said, oh, look, he knew that this slap was coming. He was prepared. He's got this thing on. That's why it didn't leave a mark. No, it didn't leave a mark because he bitch slapped him to purposefully not hurt him, but look like he'd given him a right old whack. And he didn't want to hurt him, but it wasn't because he was wearing this thing. And if it was, you'd have seen it on everything but this one photograph. But people did share it, and that's quite sad. I don't like to see my mates took the piss out of like that. Do you know what I mean? I do have one person on my friends list who, like, literally just believe anything. And I laugh like I've commented on his posts. He just blatantly ignores me. But from what he says, he actually believes that there's no such thing as birds. He also believes that Van Morrison was that Vince McMahon are the same. Naughty bad me. Leave him be, Carrie Ann, leave him be. But there are people, like, literally hop on bandwagons and just literally will post anything that they see without even thinking, without even processing if it's real. There are people who will do that. This geezer that I've got on my friends list is one of those people. He's a walking, talking advertisement for Globe Earth, because that's another, he believes in flat earth. It's like, literally, mate, everything else you say is so off the mark. We simply must be on a globe at this point, because he believes vehemently that we're not. You know, law of averages. But I've got, like, well-meaning, like, knowledgeable friends who see things and go, fucking hell, because it riles you up. This shit riles you up, and you're like, I want to be the first one to tell my mates. That kind of thing. It's best to just hang fire and just, you know, process it with everything else out there. And come to an intelligent conclusion when you've got all of the information. But that's just bye-bye. As for Will Smith, I think it's fucking tragic. I think he's a twat. You know, there's never an excuse for hitting somebody. In public, especially, no. If this bloke disses you off, you have a word with him after and say, mate, that was out of order. Or you say, please can you apologise for that? She's got a head condition. What the fucking hell is alopecia? She has alopecia, for fuck's sake. You don't go hit him. You say, she's got alopecia. Boof. The man has put himself on his arse. He has humiliated himself for taking the piss out of somebody with alopecia. Then Chris Rock is the guy in the wrong. As it was, Will Smith has walked out of there looking like a complete and utter twat. He has fucked himself over. He ain't done shit to Chris Rock. Chris Rock didn't bloody know. You did. You knew that he was joking because he's a fucking comedian and he's taking the piss out of everybody else. You laughed along with it until she fucking gave you the eye. Then, boff, you ruined your entire night, your very first Oscar, and you ruined it for yourself. That's why I feel sorry for the geezer, because he didn't have to do that. There were a myriad ways he could have handled that weren't going up. And, you know, there's the shame of I can't slap for shit. There's the shame of I do everything my wife tells me to do, even though I'm crap in bed and don't satisfy her. There's all this fucking shame. There's being a meme. There's turning yourself into a meme. The last thing that he was on that night is lauded for winning his very first Oscar. It's all been taken away, all overshadowed. And I just feel sorry for the fucker. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel sorry for Chris Rock. Maybe it was done on purpose. But whether it was done on purpose, the outcome is still the same. Will Smith still walks away from that whole thing. Nobody's thinking, fucking go Will Smith. He got his, well, sure the people are, but the majority of the populace is going, what a dickhead. Not, what a legend, he's got his first Oscar. Ain't that nice for him? Ain't that fucking... Go on, Will. Good on you. No, everybody's taking the piss. He's the figure of ridicule, and his wife is still bold. Go figure. She's bold by choice. Now, yeah, I'll just say this before I go, right? I have had a Jada, right? And it was for legitimate reason. I was 10 years old and I fell over, burst a capillary in my head. I used to be able to sit on my hair, right, till I was 10 years old. Fell over, burst a capillary in my head filled up with blood, had to have a pipe. I've got a pipe, you can, there's a scar there somewhere. Got a pipe that goes from there all the way down into my main artery. Had to have my hair shaved off that I could sit on at the age of 10. Completely fucking bold. And at the age of 10, I had to deal with the ridicule. My friends at school, the lads at school used to call me skinhead. When my hair started growing back, they called me long-haired skinhead. And I had to deal with it at the age of 10. Jada Pinkett Smith is not the age of 10. Neither is Will Smith. And I never got anybody to, not to my knowledge, nobody got hit over me having the piss took out of me. And I had a genuine health concern. Do you know what I mean? She could wear a wig. She could wear the best lace front wigs. People with full, black ladies, even white ladies do it, with full heads of fucking hair wear wigs. Why don't you just wear a wig? If it's that offensive to her, for somebody to point out her shaven head, which it is a shaven head, right? She hasn't lost this hair due to alopecia. She shaved the fucker off. She looks like G.I. Jane. She looks like an action man, right? That's a fact. He just took the piss out of her. At her age, her husband smacks him. So I do know what I'm on about because I've been in her position and I've had to deal with people taking the fucking piss out of me on a daily basis, not just once, on a daily basis. And it is livable with, and you do move on from it, and your hair does grow back. If she's got alopecia, hers won't. But she can afford somebody to come in her house and put a wig on for her every single fucking day. There are other women out there who do it themselves. She chooses to go round with a shaven head. So don't be surprised when somebody says, "Ooh, look, your head is shaved." I think I've done this to death, to be fair. So yeah, personal opinion, I think Will's been done over. For why? I don't know. And don't trust Pfizer with any medication, even if it's for alopecia. Okay, bye.